Hello everybody, I'm Wes Parker with Children of the Sun Koi, and I'm going to explain to you Sanke from Marudo Koi Farm. This one's a male. Beautiful Benny, so let's look at it. I just love the way that this Benny shines on this koi. It's such a vibrant, nice, deep Benny on it. This is one of those koi that I'm looking at when I'm looking to buy males. They have the female body. And so this koi, we put it through a little winter, so it slimmed down a little bit, but this koi already looks nice. And so it will get back to be a more voluptuous size, and it'll have that body conformation like a female. But the most special thing about this koi, besides the body conformation, is the fantastic Benny and the Sumi placement on this. The breeder's Marudo, so we know it's going to be a nice Sanke in the future. So it has a nice tall back. You can see the ridge on the back. Like I said, it's a little slender, but that's a really good sign that the body's going to fill out with that nice tall back to it. It has a nice hump after the head. Head size is nice also. Very nice head size. Has a nice long body to it, proportional fins, nice tail tube. And when I'm looking at the tail tubes, it looks like the tail right on the top has a flat look to it. It's not flat, but that's the way it looks like in the water. And when I see that, that's a distinguished sign that that tail tube is a really good, solid tail tube. It has a nice thickness to it, nice signature there that the koi is going to get a nice size to it. So that's one of the secrets that we have at Kotz Koi for picking out males, is looking at that tail tube. It's important with the head size too. So when you're picking out male koi, to find the right body conformation for future growth, to have that big, beautiful body like a female has, this is what we're looking at. So body conformation on this koi is spectacular. Next, we'll get into the quality of the koi. So the face pattern, the quality starts right there with a nice kiwa to start with. And then it moves all the way through the body in the Inazuma pattern. So with this Benny produces a nice lightning bolt to it, all the way from the head to the tail. Sumi placement on this koi is spectacular as well. It has Subo Sumi, which that's the placement on the shoulder, on the specific side of the shoulder as well, in the shiroji. So that Sumi I was talking about is right here, and that Sumi is dense. So it covers the Benny and the shiroji in the same color and the same depth. And so that's showing the strength of the Sumi there as well, where it has that nice block to it. You want as square as you can get right there. This koi has a nice specific placement on the Sanke, where it's really complementing that Inazuma Benny pattern. So the tortoiseshell, once again, so we're looking for that nice placement of the tortoiseshell. And so this koi has that. It's very balanced all the way through. So there's not one side that has too much heavy Sumi, one on the other side has too much heavy Sumi. I really do love the dome on this koi. It has that red and then the black, and then it finishes out in the Hia dome there. So that's a nice attribute to this koi because it gives a lot of character to it. So also, we're looking at this koi now as a bigger size. This koi is probably past the 60 cm mark. We're going to measure it, but it has tejima. So the tejima are those stripes that are in the fins. And it just started developing those here recently. So that's showing, just like a Showa, that the pattern's becoming established with the Sumi. So that those stripes that are in the fins, the Showa will get Motoguru, a Sanke gets the stripes. So you want those stripes, and you want them proportionate, nicely looking. You don't want it, big black mark through one side and the other side being unbalanced. So he has those nice tejima stripes in it. It's in the tail. It's coming up in the dorsal. So that's showing that his Sumi pattern's established. We're not going to see any more Sumi. Only thing we're going to see from this koi, because the Sumi's so dense and black, every single spot on this koi, you can see on one side here, the Sumi's still arriving. It's called Shitazumi, which is shadow. So this is not Kage, this is Shitazumi. And that will also come up on the koi. And we know this because of the density all the way through the koi on that beautiful Sumi. So I do expect all this Sumi to come up in the same fashion, where it has that really nice depth to it. I don't expect to see any Shitazumi on this koi in the future, where that's the shadow look, the blue look on the Sumi that's underneath the skin. I expect it all to come up and be a very beautiful, big body, male Sanke from Marudo. So very attractive koi. You saw this Benny in person, everyone would be like, wow, that is some nice Benny. Spectacular. So this is the Benny that everyone's looking for right here on this koi. Body conformation, this is what we're looking for. Sumi is what we're looking for. Just depends if you want the Inazuma look, on the Benny placement for the Sanke, but this is a very beautiful Sanke, and I highly recommend it. Okay, let's measure it. Got it. Shove it to the side. All right, guy. Sixty-two cm. Male, 62 cm. This summer, this koi is going to get huge. The body conformation is going to get enormous on this koi. I love the fukurin on this koi, the sumi, everything. It's a spectacular Sanke.